Hey there. How are you today on this incredible Thursday evening for you guys? It is Friday lunchtime here for me. I'm coming all the way from the gorgeous Sunshine Coast on Australia's east coast, north of Brisbane. A beautiful place that I live, and I'm thrilled to be doing this live for you tonight. So I'm just going to wait to see who pops on, see how many come on just in a moment, and we'll get started straight into the live. It's an exciting one tonight, guys. I'm going to solve the reason as to why your New Year's resolutions have already fallen by the wayside. And I see there's a couple of people coming on already. So if you guys can give me lots of loves and likes and give me lots of support, okay, because this group is huge and this is a massive thing I'm doing. So I'd love to see loves and likes, and I'd love to see people saying hello to me. Tell me where you're from, put the comments down there, and let's make this into an absolute party, shall we? Let's do that. Okay, great. So let's get into it, let's get started, and let's work out why your New Year's resolutions may not still be going on. So my name is Maini Homer, and I am from Tall Poppies Rising. Now, for those of you who don't know what a tall poppy is just yet, I'll explain that for you now. So a tall poppy is somebody that's pretty much like you and me, somebody who knows deep inside themselves that they can be a successful entrepreneur, yet they've allowed the thoughts in their own minds, or perhaps the thoughts and comments from other people, to slow them down and to stop them and to drag them down, and they end up avoiding just going for their absolute full potential in life. And see, I've done this for years myself, and so that's why I created the movement Tall Poppies Rising, because we've set a goal this year to serve 1 million people just like you and I, and we want to help you guys by uplifting you and building your self-confidence and your self-esteem and your self-worth and your self-belief. So how is it that I am qualified to be able to do this? Well, I've been in business myself for over 18 years, and in that time I've created 9 successful businesses from scratch. Now, you may have seen my posts in the group where I actually just put myself out there every now and then and just let you guys pick my brains and ask questions, and that's because it's my duty and my goal to serve you girls and to help you girls in every way I can. I mean, why not, you know? Why not? If I can give you guys the advice and or the help that you guys need that's going to help you shoot to the top, then that is my absolute desire and goal and dream. So in that 9 businesses, I've had bricks and mortar businesses, I've had online businesses, I've had service businesses, and I've had MLM businesses. And so, you know, it's fair to say that I've had my fair share of ups and downs, and I've had my successes, and I've also had my failures. But what this has actually done is given me an absolute incredible knowledge and heaps of experience that I can now pass on to you guys. Okay, so see, 2 years ago, I ended up on this path that I had no idea that I was ever going to go on. Okay, no inkling. I had no idea just how much it was going to actually transform my life. So I signed up to do NLP training because I dabbled in it a little bit and I was a little bit curious. However, I had no intention of ever becoming any kind of coach. I was what I thought was content in my other businesses, and I had no intention of ever developing the international coaching company that I'm now ahead of. So yeah, it's just, I had no idea that NLP would have such a dramatic impact on my life and actually provide me the answer that I'd spent years and even decades looking for. And so it was when I did a breakthrough on myself, when I did a breakthrough on my mind and my mindset, and I removed such negative emotions like anger and sadness and fear and hurt and guilt. And I removed such limiting beliefs as I'm not good enough, or I'm not worthy, or I can't have what I want, or even I worry what people think. And for other people, we remove things like I'm not wanted, or I don't love myself, or I don't accept myself. Hey, there's some loves and likes. Come on, guys, send me lots and loves of likes. I want to see those. And don't be afraid to comment down there. I would love to hear your comments, okay? Questions as well. If you've got any questions about what I'm talking about, chuck it in there and I'll answer it afterwards if I can. All right, go for it. So, all right, so look, if any of those things that I said just before rang true for you, then do yourself a favor and watch this live through to the end, because this information is for you, okay? All right, so tell me, what is it that you want? What is it that you dream about for your life and for your business? You know, what is it that you absolutely desire? Do you want a 6-figure business? Do you want a 7-figure business? What is it that you're absolutely passionate about and you know in your heart and soul is truly and rightly yours? Is it like what I want? Is it, do you want complete success? Is there a certain like car you want to drive, a certain size house you want? Do you want a certain income level, like 1 million, maybe $10 million? What is it for you? Do you want to be able to travel the world and have no restrictions? Do you want to best have enough money to be able to do what you want whenever you want, no matter what? No, nothing holding you back. What is it for you? What is it that you actually dream about? Like, what is it that you actually want? I would love it if you could pop the comments down there and we could actually see what your goals and dreams actually are. So pop it in there for me. Awesome. Now, what I would like you guys to do is I'd just like you guys just close your eyes for a second. Just allow your eyes to drop for a second for me. And just really just focus on the sound of my voice right now. Because I have something I want to ask you. Okay? I want to ask you girls, do you see it? Do you hear it? And do you feel it? Do you feel that desire pulsating inside you, burning to the point where you get completely frustrated because you know what it is you want, but you just can't get there? Do you girls feel it? Do you absolutely know in your heart what it is you want and lie awake at night secretly beating yourself up because you want it so bad, yet nothing you do seems to be able to get you where you want to go? Do you girls know that you are so capable of doing so much more with your life, but no matter what you seem to do or how you go about it, you just can't make it? Girls, I hear you. I have been where you are. I know how you feel, and I know what the core problem is here too. And that is what I want to talk to you about on today's live. Okay, so let's have a show of hands from anybody out there. Who out there has already blown their New Year's resolutions? Now, look, there's no shame here, girls. There's no judgment from anyone here. It's just a friendly environment where you can just go on and you can just, you know, share with us. You know, yes, just put a me up there. Yes, I've done it. I've already blown it. There's no shame, okay? Don't be afraid to put that on there, okay? So with a show of hands, who's already blown their New Year's resolutions? So why do you think it actually is? Why do you think it actually is that you've already blown them? We're 10 days into the new year. Why do you think you've already blown those New Year's resolutions? Or why is it that you never set them in the first place because you already thought you would fail? Why is that you've done that, okay? And what reasons is your conscious mind now coming up with for you to explain to you why you've done what you've done, and what excuses is it making to you right now to justify exactly your behavior? What's going on in your mind? And what's going on in your unconscious mind right now? Are you actually even aware? Have you got any idea of what your unconscious mind is actually saying, what it's actually doing at the moment? Or are you like most people and you're not too sure where your unconscious mind comes into play here? Well, your unconscious mind is usually the one that gives you all of those thoughts, those ones that just suddenly pop into your head. And unfortunately, sometimes they can have a negative connotation. You know the ones I mean, like, you know, the one that says, you know, oh, I can't do that, or, you know, it's too hard, or, you know, oh, I'm not good enough, or what will people say if I actually get out there and I actually achieve something? You know, what will they think? You know them, right? You know them well. And so did I at one stage, until I divorced their asses. I cleared them out. Okay, so look, it's not just New Year's resolutions that, you know, this happens to. It happens at any other time in our lives, any time during the year when, you know, we want to make a decision. We want to change something in our lives. We want to do something differently. And you know, a great example of that is just your average person. Let's just take your average person, average Judy. Let's call her Judy, okay? So any time of the year, and Judy decides she wants to lose 20 pounds, let's say, okay? So what does she actually do? Okay, so what does Judy do when she decides to do it? She decides that she is going to choose a date that she's going to lose the 20 pounds, right? So I'm going to start losing this weight next Monday. I'm going to do it. And so she might do a few things beforehand. She might go and join the gym, or she might go and like buy a pair of new running shoes, getting all ready for this. And she might even like, you know, fill her refrigerator with really healthy food ready to start on Monday morning. And her intentions are really, really high. She's going to do this. She's going to lose the 20 pounds and she's going to look amazing. Absolutely amazing, right? And so The morning comes around and she dives out of bed and she, like, you know, puts on her new shoes and she drinks some water and she's going to be healthy and this is going to happen and she's going to do everything, and she actually makes it outside, okay? Judy actually makes it outside. She's in her running gear. She's got her shoes on. She's drunk a litre of water and she is raring to go, and it's so exciting. And she's like, yes, I'm going to do this and I'm going to beat this and I'm going to lose those 20 pounds. And it's like, yes. And then it starts to happen, just slowly to start with, and then a little bit more and a little bit more. She sees cake everywhere. Everywhere she looked, there's cake. The guy running down the street is eating cake. He's actually not eating cake, but her mind thinks that he is. She ends up running past the bakery 15 times without meaning to. Everywhere she looks, on billboards, in shop windows, everywhere there's cake. The cake van just drove past. In fact, it drove past 3 or 4 times on her run. And everywhere she looks, there's cake, and there's more cake, and there's more cake. And so what does she try to do? She desperately tries to ignore it. She tries to ignore it, and she tries to focus on exactly what she wants. Focus on what you want. Focus on what you want. Focus on what you want. And what does she want? She wants to lose the 20 pounds. She wants to stay exercising. She wants to keep running. She wants to lose that 20 pounds. And so what does this do to the unconscious mind? This makes the unconscious mind really, really mad, angry, mad. And so it will do things. It will do things, and it'll take action to get you to change your behavior. It might even cause you to feel anxious about everything and just, you know, get overwhelmed. It'll do whatever it needs to do to change the behavior. And here's why, okay? Here's why. So you guys know that we have a conscious and an unconscious mind, right? So you know the difference, okay? So here's what you probably don't know. Now, our conscious mind is only responsible for 10% of our thoughts, our behaviors, and our patterns. So it's really focusing on what's happening in the here and now, and, you know, what's happening, like, you know, right at this second. And it can only take in a certain amount of information at any one time. So take the cake scenario. Your conscious mind is doing everything it can to really, really focus on what it is you want. And it's focusing on losing those 20 kilos and keeping you exercising and keeping you out there. Lots of people jumping on there. Thanks, guys. Nice to see you. Good. Thanks. I'd love some loves and likes. Keep them coming. Keep me encouraged. Let's go. So, you know, as your unconscious, so your conscious mind is only responsible for what's actually happening, you know, right now. Focusing on the 20 pounds, focusing on what it is you want to do, okay? And so your unconscious mind is responsible for 90% of the other things going on, like your thoughts and your behaviors and your patterns and your decisions. And see, your unconscious mind is actually playing a different program. Now, the reason why it does this is because before the age of 7, we're actually not sure what's real and what's make-believe. I'm just going to close the window down there so I can see your questions. Awesome. So it doesn't know what's real and what's make-believe. And so anything that we've heard or anything that was said to us or any experience we had before the age of 7, there's a really high chance that our unconscious mind has simply downloaded that as truth, even if it's not true. So let's say, for example, like you've always been a little overweight, okay? You've always had a bit of a weight issue and you've always been overweight. Now, this can actually stem way back from your childhood, especially if you've experienced before the age of 7 any kind of scarcity in your life. Perhaps like a lot of our parents, they didn't have that much money to spend, and they didn't have, like, sometimes there wasn't enough food on the table. So what's actually happened is your unconscious mind has then downloaded, you know, the scarcity thing, where it thinks that it's got to ensure that you have enough at all times. Now, unfortunately, many of us suffer from the scarcity issue, okay? And see, here's the thing with your unconscious mind. It actually believes that it's protecting you by, you know, hanging on to this belief system. Okay, so what does that actually mean? Right, well, with the cake scenario, for example, even though you desperately want to lose that 20 pounds, your unconscious mind might actually see that as a dangerous place to be. And so as its job is to totally protect you and look after you, it's going to do whatever it needs to do to keep you overweight, okay? And it will take whatever action it needs to do to make that happen, okay? So it's actually going to make you aware of things. It's going to make you aware of things like the cake, like seeing the cake everywhere, or like the bakery, how much you suddenly notice the bakery so much more, right? And this is why, ladies, this is why, you're going to love me in a minute, you ready? This is why a lot of the time you just can't go buy the cake no matter what. Now, I've just seen my gorgeous girl Talena jump on board. Hey, sweetheart, how are you? Nice to see you. And I just want to shout out to Monica and Jenna as well. Nice to see you, girls. Thanks for the comments and the likes. Guys, don't forget, I will be answering questions after this live. So if you have any questions on what we're talking about, jump on there and chuck your questions in there for me. So now, as I said, ladies, this is why you sometimes can't go past the cake no matter what. Now, there's going to be 3 types of ladies out there right now. There's going to be those that are out there saying, yes, 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 I finally have a reason to keep going what I'm doing. And then there's going to be those of you that are absolutely cursing right now because you really want to lose that 20 pounds. And then there's going to be those of you who are the queens of your mindset. And don't get me wrong, because you can beat the unconscious mind. And there is actually an easy way and there's a hard way to do it. Now, I know which one I'm glad that I found because, quite frankly, I spent way too long doing it the hard way. And so who actually wants to know what that actually is? Who wants to know what the easy way actually to do this is? I'm sure you all do. So it's actually getting your mindset sorted with NLP. Now, working with a master NLP practitioner like myself and my team at Tall Poppies, we can help you do one-on-one to remove the patterns that you downloaded as a child. So these are the patterns we were talking about earlier that you may have downloaded as a child. So this can be about anything that is holding you back and stopping you from absolutely going out there and, you know, getting the goals and the dreams that you actually want. Now, that can be on the weight loss, or it can be just being successful in your business. It's whatever actually, you know, just is holding you back pretty much. So look, wherever you are struggling, whatever is difficult for you, and wherever your unconscious mind is playing those patterns that are keeping you stuck, we can actually remove that permanently for you. Now, when I say remove it permanently, I don't mean that we're going to remove the memories. Okay, you still keep your memories. What I'm talking about is removing the emotions or the negative charges that you have around these issues. And we're changing the thought patterns and things that are no longer serving you. And so a lot of people are absolutely fascinated about this when I actually explain it to them. And this is exactly the reason why people might be struggling to stay on track with their New Year's resolutions, okay? Because your conscious and your unconscious mind want 2 different things. So even if you might be absolutely determined to make this work and to make it happen, it's like there's an internal battle going on in your head, because there actually is, because your unconscious and your conscious mind want 2 different things. And so it might even be very possible that you're not even aware that this is actually happening in your mind. This is actually going on, because a lot of people struggle sometimes to understand what I'm talking about when I actually mention the unconscious mind. So I'd really like at this stage just to play a little game with you, if that's okay. So you guys have been like listening to me, watching me on this video and focusing on me, and thank you very much for your attention. That's amazing. I appreciate it greatly. And I'm just wondering, do you guys actually notice the feeling of your feet on the floor right now? Can you actually feel your feet touching the floor? Okay, so that feeling was always there. However, none of you actually noticed it until I said something, did you? That's right. See, because your unconscious mind just does things for you all the time that you may not even be aware of that's actually happening. So take your breathing, for example. Now, who do you think is responsible for you breathing in and out all the time? That's exactly it. That is your unconscious mind. And let's face it, we'd be quite lost without our unconscious mind, wouldn't we? It'd be quite, you know, frightening, actually, if we didn't have that mind there to be able to do all those things. The blinking, swallowing, everything is run by your unconscious mind. And this is why, you know, it's important to make sure that your unconscious mind is simply programmed with the right thoughts and beliefs. So how do we get your unconscious mind to the point where it's in line with what it is you want and in line with your conscious mind? Well, look, we do that through NLP and hypnosis, okay? And it's for no matter what you want, whatever you want in life, you know, we can actually make that happen for you, because we can have anything we want. We can do anything we want. We can be anything we want if we get our mindset to the point where we have no fear and we believe in ourselves and we know our self-worth. So if you want to get your business to a certain level that you've been struggling to get to, or perhaps you just want to get, you know, your fears taken care of so you can actually get out there and start your business, then we can help you clear all those fears and everything that's holding you back out from your mind. So, oh, Talena, you're beautiful. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. Wow, thank you. So Talena's just popped on there to say that the work she's done with us has actually changed her life. So, Talena, you're beautiful. Thank you, my love. You're such a pleasure to work with. Thank you. All right, so now I've lost my place. So just bear with me a second. So, oh my goodness, that's just warmed my heart. Thank you, Talena. Thank you, darling. All right, getting your unconscious mind back in line with what your conscious mind wants. Okay, so we do that through NLP, which is neuro-linguistic programming, and something called timeline therapy. So we actually access your unconscious mind and we dig really, really deep and we get all the things out that you downloaded as a child, okay, all of those things that are holding you back and stopping you. So they can be your negative emotions such as anger and sadness and fear and hurt and guilt. And also those limiting beliefs such as I'm not good enough, or I'm not worthy, or I can't have what I want, or I worry what people think. Whatever it is that happens to be holding you back. If you suffer from anxiety or depression, then we can actually lift those with this process as well. We recently worked with a young lady who had chronic anxiety about absolutely everything. And within about 2 sessions with her, we managed to bring her anxiety down to next to nothing. In fact, we actually set her free from something that had been holding her back her entire life. And so NLP actually transformed my life as well, and it actually has transformed the lives of thousands around the world. It's not a new process. It is just simply not really well known yet. It's been one of those things that have just been one of those, you know, best kept secrets. However, it's becoming more and more known these days, and more people are benefiting from it. So one of my biggest idols, Tony Robbins, uses NLP in just about everything he does. Now, he is one tall dude. I know that for a fact because I met him in 2014. And he's an incredible man, and it's because of Tony that I got onto this NLP path to start with. So, girls, by far, getting my mindset cleared with NLP is the absolute best thing I have ever done in my life. And once I understood exactly how my unconscious mind actually worked, then I was able to really grasp what it is I needed to do to build my self-confidence, my self-esteem, my self-worth, and my self-belief to be the person that I am today. Now, I am Australia's #1 business transformation specialist, and I didn't get there by not being able to put myself out there and knowing with 100% certainty and 100% confidence that I can and will have everything I have ever wanted in my life. And I say this with such certainty and conviction because I know there is nothing I cannot do, and there is nothing that can stop me from having absolutely everything that I dream of and everything I desire. And you can have that too. I mean it, absolutely, you can have that too. It is more than possible for that to happen. So if this has interested you at all today, if you found this even the slightest bit intriguing, then why don't you take some action and do something differently? You've tried other things, they haven't worked, you're still stuck where you were. And girls, if you are stuck where you are and you keep doing the same thing and expect different results, you know what they say, don't you? Cuckoo! So here's the thing, okay? Now, if you can't get something to work, if something doesn't work for you, then you need to do something different. And if that doesn't work, then you need to do something different. But you need to be moving forward, and you need to be doing what you need to do to get you to where you want to go. Why would you allow things to hold you back and stop you from being able to have absolutely everything you could possibly dream of? We are only on this planet for such a short time, and the time is ticking, girls. You can't get your time back, okay? But you can get things sorted out in your head so that you can spend the rest of your life living it to its absolute full potential. And why? Why wouldn't you do that? Why would you stay stuck and not progressing and not getting to where you want to go? So girls, I'm offering you a special thing. I'm offering you the opportunity to talk to me one-on-one about all of this and talk to me about what is actually holding you back in your life and stopping you from reaching your full potential. So I'm offering 15-minute discovery, laser discovery calls. So if you want to take advantage of this free offer, just pop a comment down here or PM me and let me know, and we will get back to you and organize a time to actually have a chat, because this is the absolute best thing that has ever happened in my life. And do you know what? If I'd found this 20 years ago, my life would have been so different to what it is today. I would have been out there 20 years ago and helping you 20 years earlier than I already am, because this is what I'm truly passionate about and this is what I truly desire to do. So, girls, don't waste your opportunity, okay? It's right here in front of you. Hit me with some questions if you have any. I'm here for another couple of minutes just to answer any questions that might pop up. So jump in there and ask me any questions, and if not, that's fine. If you're a little bit shy, I totally get it. This kind of thing, you know, some people are happy to shout it out, and other people just like to keep it to themselves and just deal with what they need to deal with. So whatever it is you need to do, just go for it, okay? But do take some action. Do take some action and do something that's going to absolutely transform your life today. Girls, I hope this has been useful today. I hope it's given you a new way of thinking and that you've got some benefit out of it, okay? So if you know anyone in the group that could benefit from this, it might not have been on here, then please feel free to tag them in there so they can see it, okay? Unfortunately, you can't share it out of the group because it is a closed group. However, you know, if you know of anyone that could benefit from anything that I've said tonight, then, you know, give it to them. Give it to them, because it's all about sharing, it's all about getting out there, and it's all about helping people. Now, as I said at the beginning, we are on a mission to serve 1 million people this year, and we are well on our way with our YouTube channel and with our live videos and with our Facebook pages and our one-on-ones. So we're already well on our way. We're 10 days in. We will achieve the goal. And I'm also pleased to say, I'm pleased to announce that in July, August this year, I will be doing a tour of the East Coast of America, starting in Orlando and heading up to New York. So if any of you are along the way, you know, I'll advertising it, of course, I'll be putting it out there. But I would love a shout out. I would love to see you guys. I'd love to meet as many of you as I can, okay, while I'm over. So don't be shy. If you live on the East Coast, you know, PM me. Let's start a relationship. Let's get to know each other. You know, and let's be friends, because that's what life's about, isn't it? It's about, you know, giving and sharing and you know, building relationships and being out there and sharing with other people. So feel free to PM me. I am an open book, and I'm more than happy to help you with anything you need in your business, because, you know, I mean, I struggled for 20 years to actually work out exactly what it is that works, and I don't want you guys to have to suffer. So if there's anything you want to know, I'm an open book, honestly. I will help you in any way I possibly can. So make the move. Do what you need to do. You know, PM me, do whatever. As I said, I'm an open book, and I'm here to help you girls, okay? So utilize this while you've got it, okay? So, all right, guys, I'm going to get out of here now. It doesn't look like there's any questions right off the back, and that's fine, because, you know, some of you will probably just PM me later. And that's awesome too, because, you know, you guys just need to do whatever it is you need to do. So, again, I hope this has been useful. I hope it's been helpful. And I look forward to seeing you next month when I do another live. And, yeah, so, again, if there's anything I can do for you, you know where I am. Reach out, and that's me. So, all right. See you later. Bye.